So I want to dive in right into the case that most of the people here today know you for, the Veerappan case. It was, of course, a very long battle, and I believe your personal bodyguard, Honappa, was also killed at that time. And you had said that at one point you were the person that Veerappan hated the most, that he loved to hate you the most. So beyond policing, there was a lot of personal things that were going on here as well. So how did it feel for you as an officer to lose your bodyguard, to also know that brigand was looking at you as a primary target? How would you describe your feeling there as your personal feelings as a police officer? How did these personal circumstances impact your strategic thinking, your policing?
And as a result, what happened? People started suffering because the Veerappan's village is a village which is resettled from people whose villages were submerged in Stanley Reservoir, that is metro. So they thought that it's an atrocity being committed by the forest department who were enforcing these two acts. Then they started resisting it because they had no other go. It was a question of their livelihood also. Actually fighting a guerrilla war. It was actually a war. Police were not trained for fighting this kind of elements. But once, that's why the initial stages until I went, they suffered quite a lot. After I went, I systematically collected the information. Why people have joined, what is their background, what is their strength, what is their weakness, all that I studied. Then we gave a lot of time to Veerappan to surrender. We gave opportunity to surrender, and actually we waited for 2 months, did not start operation. But he took us very lightly and continued to attack police parties. So we had no other option but to retaliate. Whether it is Shankar Bidari, whether it is Vijay Kumar or anybody, we don't indulge in violence for the sake of that. That's why earlier, for 2 months after I took charge, we gave a lot of freedom to Veerappan. We repeatedly gave a call for him to surrender. We also tried to make use of the services of a senior leader from Tamil Nadu. We requested him to advise him to surrender. We told him to surrender anywhere in India, in any police station, any court, because as far as possible, we wanted to avoid violence. And we wanted him to come on the right path and subject himself to the law. I have worked for 42 years in government. 6 years I worked in, 5 years I worked in Ports and Telegraphs Department, 2 years as a Deputy Collector, and 35 years as a IPS officer. One thing, once the people know that you are upright and you are not bothered and you act as per the law and impartially, they will not interfere. Actually, I had seen about 12 chief ministers. No chief minister has ever interfered in me, no home minister has ever interfered in me. On the other hand, let me plead guilty. I am guilty of interfering in their work.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Divya. We just heard some stunning stories from the Brigadier, and we're going to be listening to equally riveting stories from another part of India from our chief guest, Mr. Bidari, today. It's my pleasure to be speaking to you today, Mr. Bidari. So I'd like to start off with your life before you became an IPS officer. You started as a telephone operator. Could you tell us how your life was at that point of time? And from your work as a telephone operator, what led you into the police service?
Actually, I belong to a middle class family. We belong to an agricultural family. All was well, and I was studying well and doing well also. Suddenly, my father fell ill seriously in 1970 August. So I had to continue my education. And at that time, I was having a 87.12% in SLC examination. The Posts and Telegraphs Department used to recruit telephone operators and clerks on the basis of the marks in SLC examination. So I applied and I got the telephone operator post. I had to cut short my education. When I joined as a telephone operator in 1971 October, their World Communication Day was observed. A 1969 batch IAS officer came as a chief guest. And I was interested in the task of welcoming him. Later, in conversation with him, he came to know about me, he came to know my age, and he came to know that I was very young. So he advised me to study and told me that external courses are available where you can credit the fee and go and appear for the examination direct. Those days correspondence courses were not there. So I followed his advice. Then I started studying for BA because I had earlier passed PUC. In 1975, I passed BA.
Okay. So from that point, what made you want to join the Indian Police Service?
Earlier, first I was selected as an officer in the United Commercial Bank. Those days I was getting actually 1300 rupees salary there. But at the same time I was selected as a assistant commissioner, that is in Tamil Nadu they call deputy collector.
Yes.
Post in by the State Public Service Commission. So everybody advised me to join as a deputy collector. So I joined as a deputy collector with a salary of 910 rupees. Then when I was working as a deputy collector, I appeared for the civil services examination. That is, those days it was called IAS and Allied Services Examination.
Yeah.
But what happened, I had studied only up to PUC regularly. These economics I offered as an optional subject, so I did not write the last two papers. That's why I was selected for IPS. IAS we had to write 8 papers. I had written only 7. So I came in the top 10 people in the IAS. So I joined IPS.
You joined IPS. And from, a very nonchalant job from a humble background, your policing put you across the map of India. So I want to dive in right into the case that most of the people here today know you for, the Veerappan case. It was, of course, a very long battle. And I believe your personal bodyguard, Honappa, was also killed at that time. And you had said that at one point, you were the person that Veerappan hated the most, that he loved to hate you the most. So beyond policing, there was a lot of personal things that were going on here as well. So how did it feel for you as an officer to lose your bodyguard, to also know that brigand was, looking at you as a primary target? How would you describe your feeling there as your personal feelings as a police officer? How did these personal circumstances impact your strategic thinking, your policing?
It was a rare phenomenon in the history of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. What happened in 1972, Government of India brought a Wildlife Protection Act 1972. On account of that, the hunting of animals became an offense, particularly elephants, tigers and all these things. Earlier it was not an offense. Earlier actually rewards were given to the persons who were hunted elephants or tigers because they used to damage the crops of the farmers. But 72 changed the things. What people believed, particularly those living in the forests and villages adjoining the forests, believed as their birthright, became an offense. And police, as a rule, were not accustomed to working in the forests. The killing of an elephant became a heinous offense.
Yeah.
So this Veerappan and his gang were indulging in killing elephants and attracting the tusks and selling for their livelihood. They thought their birthright has been taken away by the government and the forest department. To add injury to insult, in 1980 came the Forest Conservation Act 1980. It prohibited people from entering the forests for grazing their cattle, sheep, and it prohibited people from fishing in the Kaveri River. It prohibited people from taking wood, etc., for their houses from this. It was earlier this kind of things were 100% legal and were permitted. So these two acts made the life of people there difficult. And as a result, what happened? People started suffering because the Veerappan's village is a village which is resettled from people whose villages were submerged in Stanley Reservoir, that is Metro. So they thought that it's an atrocity being committed by the forest department who were enforcing these two acts. Then they started resisting it because they had no other go. It was a question of their livelihood also.
Yeah.
So as a result, once the resistance started, clashes took place. Then arrests, then offences took place. Then they were not in contact with any politician or anybody. When forest people started complaining and police started registering the cases to get relief and to get released from the police custody and the court, they approached the politicians. They came in contact with politicians.
Yeah.
So a vicious circle was built up by indiscriminate enforcement of these two acts. So as a result, people like the area started supporting him. In the third most important factor was that every year there used to be a problem regarding distribution of Kaveri water. It became a Karnataka Tamil Nadu issue.
Yeah.
So in 1991, what happened? People in Karnataka protested violently against the interim order of the Kaveri Tribunal. As they attacked the Tamilian houses, Tamilian lands, Tamilian farmhouses, Tamilian property and all. It created a scare among the people that Karnataka Tamilians are not safe. At that time, Veerappan and his gang went to the rescue of Tamilians.
Okay.
So they became heroes and they got their support.
That is true.
So there was no support or cooperation to the police from the public in the border areas. So there was a lot of difficulty. Police had to suffer quite a lot.
Could you also tell our audience basically like how we spoke about, you lost your personal bodyguard. How did these, you were also dealing with, these two acts coming in with the politics between Tamil Nadu. You were dealing with the Kaveri water politics between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. You were dealing with implementing these two acts. And you were also going through some things personally. Could you share with the audience about how, it was losing your bodyguard during this operation?
Earlier, our people did not have any experience in fighting an enemy in jungle. Actually, the policing, this was actually fighting a guerrilla war.
Yeah.
It was actually a war. Police were not trained for fighting this kind of elements. But once, that's why the initial stages, until I went, they suffered quite a lot. After I went, I systematically collected the information. Why people have joined, what is their background, what is their strength, what is their weakness, all that I studied. Then we gave a lot of time to Veerappan to surrender.
Yeah.
We gave opportunity to surrender and actually we waited for 2 months, did not start operation. But he took us very lightly and continued to attack police parties. So we had no other no other option but to retaliate. So that continued. When first of all, I won over the people of the area
Yeah. Yeah.
by our conveying my genuine interest in their welfare. Once the people started cooperating, we started getting success. We systematically eliminated the gang with the cooperation of the people.
Yeah.
People's cooperation was very vital.
Yeah.
Without that, we could not have functioned there. I am grateful to the people of the area.
Yeah. If you could share some lessons with our young audience today, you were obviously handling one of the most dangerous men in India. So, what kind of lessons of leadership, courage, looking at the small details, and how not to miss out on the big picture? What are the takeaways that you can share with our audience today, sir?
It was an area of around 18,000 square kilometers. It was with 5 rivers, Chinnar, Palar, Kaveri, Mayar, Bhavani. It started from Dankankote Anchetti in Krishnagiri district, present Krishnagiri district, up to Silent Valley in Kerala. And it included hundreds of peaks which were 3,000 feet, 4,000 feet above mean grounds, and which was crisscrossed by hundreds of streams. It was visibility was very poor because elephant grass will be there, elevation will be there, tree growth will be there, and so many things.
Yeah.
With all these things, we had to operate. And another thing is that he had come in possession of dynamite. That is used to blast the granite in granite mines. So he had embedded this granite dynamite, and it was not possible for us to use even roads or even food tracks also. We had to go away from that.
Okay.
So, in spite of all these problems, because people cooperated, because of their cooperation, we were able to achieve. And most of them were arrested. Some were killed. We also lost our officers.
Yes.
So, ultimately, when I left in 1996, we had left about 5 persons.
Yes.
Out of them, one was killed when public went. He went to a village to molest a woman. Another died due to an accidental death, fall from the rock.
Right. Right.
3 had remained.
Yeah.
To eliminate these 3 or to neutralize these 3, our task forces took another 8.5 years.
Yes, that's true. And you're the man who's known to bring down his Veerappan's entire strength down to that. You also stayed for a long time in the jungle, and that requires resourcefulness. So, do you recall any unusual thing that you or your team members tried to cook, to eat, because you had to find resources deep in the jungle?
No, I had a bodyguard of about 14 people. Out of them, 8 or 9 used to be always there, and I had a cook also. But what they used to do, they used to cook the food before 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And they used to cook for the breakfast as well as the lunch. Again, they will start cooking only after 7 p.m. So, I had no problem. My people used to accompany me. One person always used to be there with me and used to cook something for me. Otherwise, my troops also will normally have breakfast and start with the packed lunch.
Okay, so food was normal, but it's still not exactly like policing, across in the city or a district or something. So when you were in the jungle for a long period of time and of course, trying to crack down on Veerappan, what did you do for your moments of peace? Did you have a ritual or did you have some sort of brief moments of peace or normalcy when you saw like a sunrise or an animal sighting in the jungle? What was it for you to feel a little normal inside the jungle?
Normally in the jungle, we used to stay at a elevated place just about 200 or 300 feet above the nala or this thing, so that we will get elevation and we are protected from wild animals which used to come to drink water from the nalas also. And in summer we used to sleep openly on the rocks or in some appropriate place cleaned place. Similarly, our troops also. Then in winter, this rainy season, we had plastic tents. We had plastic tents. So we used to make a small tent with about 3 or 4 feet height. Inside that, we used to sleep.
Okay, it's quite an experience for a long time there. So, you would have watched, many of them here would have watched the Netflix documentary on Veerappan. Have you watched it yourself, sir? The series?
Pardon me?
There is a Netflix documentary on the Veerappan case.
No, my case, what happened? Mr. Anurag Kashyap, a Hindi film director, bought my personality rights and paid me a hefty sum. And he entered into an agreement that I should not give my personality rights to anybody else. And he gave a hefty sum also. He transferred. Now, that's why later when Selvaraj asked me, I said, I am already bound by the agreement. I cannot give any this thing. You deal with some other officer. I don't want to play foul with the agreement I have signed. But generally now I have not yet given to anybody. Whatever I have given to Mr. Anurag Kashyap.
Okay.
But when he makes the story, when he will publicize it, that's all left to him. I am told he is a very moody person. Let him decide.
But did you get a chance to watch the Netflix show on the Veerappan?
I have not watched it. Actually, I have stopped watching films, etc. from 1971.
Okay.
In the last 55 years, I have seen only 5 films.
Okay.
So I have not seen, I don't see any films.
Okay.
But people say, whatever, let it come, no problem. But in my autobiography, which will come in English shortly, I have written on about 100 pages regarding the Veerappan episode.
Okay, okay. And if I have to ask you one last question on Veerappan, where were you when you heard the news of his death?
I was in my house, Vijay Kumar rang me up. Vijay Kumar was there also with us. Earlier, Walter Devaram had a code sign of King Hawk. And this Vijay Kumar had a code sign, a wireless code sign of Prince Hawk. And Sanjay was given the Star Hawk, this thing. But Vijay Kumar was there only for 7-8 days.
Yes.
He left and became head of the special security group
Yes.
formed for the Chief Minister of Karnataka then.
Yes, yes.
Then after this Parampatti or something, when the incident took place, he rang me up actually. It was around 8:30 p.m. He rang me up. Then I was very happy. I congratulated him. Later, with our DGP, Mr. Borkar, and our ADG Law and Order, Mr. Barney, I was at that time IGP KSRP, 2004, October 18.
Yes. Yes.
Then we all went to Dharmpuri. We personally saw the dead bodies of Veerappan and Govinda and Chandran and satisfied that they were correct this thing. Then we came back.
When you received the call from Mr. Vijay Kumar that they've got Veerappan and he's dead, was it a sense of relief or happiness that you said you had?
No, it's a question of relief. See, whether it is Shankar Bidari, whether it is Vijay Kumar or anybody, we don't indulge in violence for the sake of that. That's why earlier, for 2 months after I took charge, we gave a lot of freedom to Veerappan. We repeatedly gave a call for him to surrender. We also tried to make use of the services of a senior leader from Tamil Nadu. We requested him to advise him to surrender. We told him to surrender anywhere in India. in any police station, any court, because as far as possible, we wanted to avoid violence. And we wanted him to come on the right path and subject himself to the law of the land. But he did not listen. He killed our own officers 5, 6 again. And he took our warning and request very lightly. So we had no other go. We had to pursue the path of confrontation.
Right. Right, sir. Thank you for sharing that, and we look forward to your autobiography on this as well. So now, moving on from Veerappan, I want to ask you, you have made some strong comments against corrupt politicians as well.
Yeah.
So you have said that, according to you, they should be shot dead. Do you still hold that extreme view, or do you consider other viewpoints now on how corruption in political institutions can be tackled?
No, it is not because of one individual or one party or one group or only politicians. I would like to tell you that it is a big people's contribution is also there. Now, what is up, regardless of party, regardless of the state, regardless of the caste community, barring perhaps to a great extent communist parties. Let me be fair, as far as I know. All other parties' politics is dependent on money. And that money, what they get in white, will not be of full use in the elections. They require cash. Cash can come from only illicit means. No party is exception.
Yeah.
Because the politics in this country today is based on money. Let us be honest.
Right.
Let us not cheat ourselves.
Yeah, so given that reality, what is
As a result, what has happened? Almost all the parties and leaders have lost moral right. There is a dichotomy
Right.
in what they talk and what they do.
Right.
Until this is removed, things can be legitimized. Now, things have gone to actually to very bad extent.
Right.
Let us hope that they will change, and I expect that this kind of situation cannot continue and it will change.
Right, right. So, working towards that change, like what would you tell a young audience like this who are very frustrated with corruption? So, what is it that they can do as citizens and as professionals in various capacities? What can they do to channelize this frustration?
You need not be afraid of corruption or anything. One thing I would like to tell you, as there will be always demand for quality things. For example, Agmarki, ISI standard biscuits or ISI standards materials. Persons with quality, honesty, sincerity and who are doing hard work will always be in demand. You will get your due. You don't bother. This corruption is a temporary phenomena. And even the corrupt people want honest people to work. Honest people they want in all the important positions because they get more money. So if there is a honest subordinate and there is a corrupt senior will get more money. So tread on the right path, be honest, be straightforward, be truthful. You will definitely succeed. There is nothing to worry about that.
Good evening, sir. My name is Parisha from first year MBA. Leaders both in the IPS field and the corporate world, they face pressures not just in their workplace but also external pressures. So during all these times, how did you maintain the external pressures and your own moral values? How did you fight that conscience of yours to take the right action?
I have worked for 42 years in government. 6 years I worked in, 5 years I worked in Ports and Telegraphs Department, 2 years as a deputy collector, and 35 years as a IPS officer. One thing, once the people know that you are upright and you are not bothered and you act as per the law and impartially, they will not interfere. Actually, I had seen about 12 chief ministers. No chief minister has ever interfered in me. No home minister has ever interfered in me. On the other hand, let me plead guilty. I am guilty of interfering in their work. So one thing I would like to tell you, if you are sincere and this upright, no person will trouble you, no person will harm you. People will respect you, people will like you, people will support you. It all depends upon us. And if many of the officers, what mistake they are committing, in the hope of getting some lucrative post, where they can make more money, or where they can function without much risk, or where they can get some physical comfort, they go and beg the politicians and senior bureaucrats for particular posting. If you are not bothered about your posting, whichever post they will give, you go and work. And I tell you now, whichever post you work, there is a lot of work. And there you will get respect. I was posted to railways. When I annoyed somebody, everybody thought railway is a useless post. In 6 months, I made it most important. Everybody wanted to come and work as SP railways. It all depends upon us.
Right. Sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all your anecdotes.
Thank you.